Hello and welcome to the final episode of The Experiment. Well, for this iteration of it anyway, but we'll talk a bit more about that later on. But for now, roll the tape. Monday, 4 a.m. .4 a.m. Yo, what's happening? Literally just finished the gym. To be honest with you, the last couple of days I haven't really been feeling that up to it. Like usually I'm doing about 6 or 7 exercises, 4 sets of each exercise. But anyway, yesterday I went, today I went, and rather than doing 4 sets of each one, I did 3 sets, which is fine. And I think it's important to, just bang it out and do as much as you can. If you don't feel up to it, don't burn yourself out, just do a little bit and then keep going. Then that way it's helping to build that consistency and to build those habits. You don't have to worry about going ham pretty much every day, as long as the continuousness and consistency is there. But yeah, small steps, as long as we're moving in a positive direction. 3:45 a.m. 7 a.m. once again in the office early.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Yo, basically usually I do yoga first and then skipping, but I just got home a bit late and I can't be asked to do yoga, so I'm gonna skip first and then do yoga. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what they say, experiment until you can't experiment no more. Yo, I did actually just do yoga, but the camera was off the whole time, so 4:30 dead. Yo, so I walked into the gym this morning, and after about, it wasn't even 10 minutes, I just thought, forget this, and walked out. So now, I've just come back from work, and it has to be banged out. Literally, cannot take one day off, unless you have a good excuse, but seriously, avoid taking one day off at all costs, because actually, it's different for different people, but me, knowing myself, I can't afford to. So yeah, legs. Yo, just finished gym. I don't really feel like doing yoga, but you know what I'm gonna do. Saturday, 4 a.m. I made it. I just want to thank my mum and dad. Well guys, what are you saying? 4 a.m.
No, I know.
Reflections of the week.
Yeah. So over the last few weeks while I've been doing this, I've received like a lot of positive feedback, and there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, you know what, that's sick, like I want to do that as well. Whether not necessarily the whole thing, but like I want to hit the gym, or I want to do more yoga, and I want to wake up earlier. And that makes me feel really good, because at the end of the day, like I said at the beginning, the purpose of me doing this was to kind of have a blueprint for myself and for other people who want to, you know, get back on it after they've fallen off, or if it's something that they've wanted to do for a long time. And that's one of the reasons why this week's reflection is lead by example. Now, in life, we can't really control what other people can do. We can only really control what we do. And we can advise people, but you can't really force anybody to do anything. So sometimes, for example, you might have people in your life you care about, such as your family or your friends, your parents, children, and you want them to do certain things, say for example, to exercise so that they can be healthy and live a long, healthy life. And we can tell them, but our words will carry more clout if our actions back them up. And sometimes we don't even need to speak, because the actions speak louder than words. Like, people will see what you're doing and how much positivity it brings you, and they will see through you that it's possible to do these things, and in turn they will want to do the same. And that's literally as short as I'm going to keep it. So for that reason, this week's reflection is lead by example. Now, on a side note, I said that this would be the last episode of the experiment, or this iteration of it, and that's because I feel like I've met certain targets for the habits that I wanted to make, and I think now it's time to switch it up a little bit. I'll still pursue these, and obviously, so next week's video will be a little bit different, and I'll be setting some goals for Ramadan, because that's going to start the week after, and hopefully the videos after that will be a little bit different, but watch this space. Peace.